So the Champions Tournament this fall on Old Hickory Lake is one for the record books. If you've been living under a rock, you might not have heard about it, but there's $1.25 million first place prize, $3 million purse for the whole event. To really look at this and think about the event and the meaning and the impact of the industry. Like for me, I'm a fan of the sport. I grew up watching Kevin Van Dam reeling a crankbait out there on an offshore ledge. I grew up seeing Aaron Martens reel them in, Denny Brower flipping a jig. The thing is that I've learned in the sport a little bit is, there's always been, anglers that fish one league versus another and so on and so forth. There's never been in a tournament, to my understanding, to this magnitude. We're bringing everybody under one roof. And I think that's something that's such a positive thing for the industry. The money itself, obviously someone's gonna have, it's life-changing money for someone. And there's a lot of anglers that compete in this event that this is a it's a life-changing event. I mean, it literally could set them up for the rest of their life, their kids' lives, and be able to put themselves in a position to go out there and fish a lot more free. Because the thing is, in fishing, you have ups and downs. You have good years, you have bad years. But to have something that joins the tournament community together, I think that's really what's such an impactful part of this tournament. And to me, being able to fish against all the guys over at Bass, and then the top 25 anglers over there, and then having the guys that I compete with every single tournament from the BPT and going head to head, I think there's a little bit of, of course there's gonna be a little bit of trash talking, a little bit, if you will, of like who's gonna catch them a little bit better versus the other guy. But no, but on the serious note, it's cool. I mean, it's really impactful to see we're going in the right direction in the sport. And I think that's something to see the young anglers that have gotten into this sport and have worked their butts off to get to the top quickly, to see the veteran anglers that are still catching them and doing their thing, like a Mark Davis that's gonna be probably inside that top 25. To have that all, and to be able to tell that story, I think that's something to me that this event really represents and what it's really about. The money's great. I think the money is great. The money's awesome. I think it's going to be super impactful, especially after the split. We need an event like this. We get to see those guys and we get to compete every single year. This is something that's been needing to happen for several years. As a fan, first, before I even was a professional angler, it's something that even if I wasn't fishing professionally, I said, hey, I hung it up tomorrow, like I would be excited for, right? I would be excited. I love watching the classics. I love watching bass fishing tournaments. I enjoy seeing whether I'm fishing or not. So this one right here is gonna be a lot of fun, and I think we're making the right steps in the industry, and this tournament I think is really a huge step for the tournament industry and the sport of bass fishing.